So, legitimate question.
Okay.
Dick girls.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
because you know it's a thing in Dojins.
Yes.
There's a lot of it.
There's a thing.
Yes.
And you have a series TSF that has dick girls in it, right?
Yes.
I've always been curious, how do Dojin artists get into that?
Like, are you not into it?
I'm like half
Right.
into it. I'm not like crazy about it.
What's the name of the tag again?
Dick girl
Was it Dick
What?
Girl?
or futa.
Yeah,
Futo, right? Futo.
Yeah, futa.
yeah.
Futanari.
Yeah, like futanari, right? Because it's like when you think of like stereotypical like Dojin tags, right? Like futa is usually the first one people think of, right? Because I feel it's very much like
I think there was a poll that Faku did, right? Of like the most popular search tags
per state.
per state.
Yeah.
And, like, Futa was like all over the
Yeah,
US.
I think it was like, I think I remember seeing that. It was like out of like the 50 states, I think it was like 41 states.
Yeah.
The most viewed tag was futa. Yeah, so it's like it's just I don't know. It's just this really interesting thing that like I think it's just so synonymous with the Dojin world, especially.
Right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
a lot of people are so like again, it's like another one of those things like Loli and Shota where it's like a very clear divide, right? And yet it's like weirdly embraced
Yes.
for some reason, right? So it's like, but like you're not like personally into it, right?
No, personally, I'm not like it doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
But I understand like intellectually how it works, like
Right.
like, why it's
Heard someone
appealing.
describe it intellectually.
Intellectually.
I appreciate it.
So I try to put it into the work because like I want to explore that aspect of.
So what made you want to explore that side of things?
Well, like I've never done it before. So I'm like, let's give it a try. And like, the more I try work it, then the more I understand why it works.
Yeah.
know.
So is like your mission, I guess, is to like go through every single tag to be like, I'm gonna try and explore every single one of these
Yeah,
tags.
I mean, like that's a good goal, I think.
That'd be cool. What's like the what's
putting your own twist on like every tag?
Yeah.
That's a really good goal.
is there like a tag you've seen where you're just like, whoa, what is that?
I'll tell you when I find it.
eye penetration?
I've done it.
What's the appeal of that?
Like it's
Breaking the laws of physics?
like there's
Breaking the taboo of the law of physics?
like there's eye penetration, there's ear penetration, there's like belly button penetration, and it all links to like
Yeah, that made my like stomach
yeah.
quiver.
it's basically all like what you call ryona, which is like torture basically.
Right.
What?
A torture porn, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know
That's
this.
like a really common tag. Do you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
Didn't know-
lot
I don't
of
know
it.
any of this. It's completely all new to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't read.
You innocent
those-
child.
I don't read anything.
It is a vast world out
Yeah.
there.
I'm just thinking, like, how would you even? How would you do this physically? I don't
Like
even
the
know.
orbital socket is like this deep, so you can find like maybe a way to do it.
I mean, it's, I think the
Yeah.
point is you can't do it physically.
Oh, so that's the appeal of it.
That's the appeal.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to see it in real life. I don't want to try it in real
Maybe
life.
if it was
Yeah.
like Mrs. Incredible, maybe you could.
I mean, that's one way to do it, right?
Like-
you've just discovered a situation in order to like achieve that.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Incredibles porn you think there is out there.
I think there's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean, I made of rubber to make that work. Realistically,
Yeah, so like that's like one thing I've always wanted to ask like a Dojin artist is like when you find those kinds of like non-vanilla tags and stuff like that, what is it about like those non-vanilla tags that makes you want to like draw about it or like write about it or like kind of
Well, the
try it
easiest
out?
way to
right?
get into it if someone who's really talented do it before, and it's like you don't fall in love with the act or the tag itself, but you fall in love with the artwork.
Right.
So like, I don't know if you know who Gujira Sensei is.
I know the name.
He does like a manga that's about reptiles.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen like
he
pictures of
does
it on
like
Twitter. Yeah.
he does femboys in his free time.
Right.
And like I've never been into femboys, right? But like just reading his stuff, it's like, oh, what's so good? Like this femboy's hot.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my exact experience with Asanagi. Because like a lot of like his topics in his dojins, I'm not crazy about, to be honest. Like a lot of it's just like, whoa, okay. But the art is just so good.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
That like I can't stop reading it. It's like I just look at it as like, damn, he can fucking draw people and situations like action scenes like really fucking well.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I think I just appreciate him on that aspect. And I think it's like I appreciate a lot of doujin artists just for that aspect. Just to the fact that like a lot of them are just like really fucking talented artists.
right.
And it's like, if I could draw like that, I would absolutely fucking draw that shit. You know,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
why wouldn't you? It's just cool. I don't know. I say this because I can't draw for shit.
Good draw porn? Is that what you're saying?
Huh? I mean, look,
I'm just trying.
if I had the talent to draw porn,
Okay.
why would you not?
I mean, especially what they were doing, that's, you know, in the churches, that's what they had.
Right?
All of the time.
It's like, if I had the talent to be able to draw like a really hot sex scene, I would absolutely draw my own sex scenes.
Yeah.
Because that's just like a power. It's like, I don't even have to look for porn anymore. I'll just fucking make it.
I'll make it
I
myself.
will make the porn myself.
Thanos, like, I'll fine.
I'll do it myself. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like that's why you do it,
Yeah,
right?
that's why I do it.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, you look around and you're like, nothing there that like just clicks for me.
Yeah.
So I'll just do exactly what I want to see and, you know, what I think is cool, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, if I had the ability to do that, I'd fucking do that in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
So, like, what are some of your favorite tags out of curiosity?
I think some of my most well-known favorite tags are like pregnant one,
Right.
sometimes birth, sometimes like
What is birth?
birthing,
Like birthing a
like
baby.
birthing a baby.
Was that just in the show? In the
Just
thing?
in the thing. Like,
Well, I mean, Metamorphosis had one, right?
well,
Did it?
Kinda.
No, not really.
Not really, but
It
kind
wasn't
of.
like a baby. popping
I'm
out.
also,
Yeah.
I don't know much, so this
But
is,
if you read Shindo L no Bunka Jinrigaku or Shindo
Yeah.
L's I think cultural anthropology,
Ah.
there's one chapter is all just birthing.
Oh.
Because I wanted
So they're
to.
just giving birth.
Just giving birth.
Okay. I'm trying to process this. I'm trying to,
I can hear, like, the cogs just like, okay.
I was just looking at Connor when he said okay, and just the eyes darting like around like, okay.
I want to ask questions, but I'm scared to know the answer to something.
Just ask. You won't have an opportunity.
So,
Just ask.
Just ask.
so
Yeah.
the pregnant thing I can understand. I can understand that could be attractive.
Right.
Yeah.
But what about the birth aspect is attractive?
Well, why not go a step further when you go to, if you're into the pregnancy already, then why not go a step further?
This is watching. That's the attractive part?
Well, you know, just, well,
Okay. I was just making sure I understand now.
I mean, like, you can be like, I mean, you could like theoretically do anal while you're doing it, but like, you know, doesn't have to.
I guess you could, yeah.
That is indeed a fact.
The laws of physics allow it.
Yeah.
No rubber required.
I feel a pattern, which is just like, well, you theoretically could do
Yeah.
this. So
I think what I'm learning is that it's asking the questions that men never asked, and then
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah.
let's fuck it, let's do
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
just do
So let's
it.
give it a go.
I admire the exploration.
yeah.
Okay, carry on. What other tags?
Ishukan, which is cross species,
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm.
that
Yeah,
happens. That makes sense.
Yeah.
you know, usually mixed in with pregnancy and birthing, right?
Right.
Okay.
Gotta like just like
Why not? Why not, dude? How many sauces can you put on the hot dog, dude? Like,
it's like a chef, right? Just like the ingredients.
okay.
And well, you know, the normal stuff like, you know, gangbang, whatever, you know.
So
Yeah.
it's like vanilla. Can you just not do vanilla anymore?
I could do vanilla, sure, why not?
Go back to the classics, eh?
Like the Broly one was vanilla.
Was it?
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I wouldn't.
There's two people and they're just doing a thing.
I mean,
I mean, there's
Does vanilla like not excite
no,
you to create
no,
works?
no. There is no. It's not vanilla because there was a birth scene.
what's
There was.
How is birth not vanilla though?
This man's like living on a different like level of reality. He's like,
I think your version of vanilla and mine is like so far gone. Like I'm like missionary, go to bed at 9 p.m., watch a TV show. You know, that's vanilla.
But like the natural outcome of
Okay,
that.
actually, so,
No,
so
no, I
nothing, nothing quote unquote unnatural, right?
Right.
It's just a standard human experience. Okay, that makes sense.
no, but I get that. But it's just the fact that you're like, what's not vanilla about birth? It's just like, it's like third eye open. It's like, oh my god, you're right. This man's like another plane of
Just
reality.
like a brain expansion meme where it's just like couples getting together, vanilla. No.
So it's like an attractive thing to see just a baby born.
I mean, like because there's the mother has to go through all these stages, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the attractive part.
That's
watching
attractive,
this.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I understand. I think.
I feel like you need to like read some
Yeah, I
of
think I
it
need
to like
maybe I
figure
should
it
do
out.
research
Yeah.
before this. What are the tags? I'm interested. Cross species, okay.
Cross species.
That one makes sense to me. That seems hot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, Ishizuka
I'll be
Reviewers
honest.
was fucking massive, right? Because of that.
aliens are hot. Why not?
Why not?
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I mean, technically, like the Broly one was also
Broly was
bad,
also
right?
bad.
Yeah, that's
totally.
yeah.
exactly.
But
What
you know,
else?
normally we're talking about like non-human. cross
Right,
species.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
What else? Well, you know, the normal stuff like transgender.
Yeah.
Right,
Another
right.
one that I've been doing a lot. What else have I doing? Well, you know, I do Ryona too, the torture stuff.
Right, right, right.
Some once in a while. I recently did a collaboration with Asanagi Sensei, and he did his compilation of like various artists doing like girls who've had their limbs cut off.
Right,
Oh,
right,
okay,
yeah.
I feel sorry for the FBI agent watching your search history. I gotta say, the guy's probably seen some stuff.
It's like he's like reaching for his third notebook.
like,
He's like, oh, all right, yeah, write that one down too. Fuck, I have to go through all this shit later. yeah.
I haven't done too much scat,
Right.
except like vomiting. Vomiting, I do a lot.
Why?
I mean, like,
I'm genuinely curious. Genuinely,
I don't know. It's like, it's
I'm not trying to be like derogatory.
one of
or
the moments where you feel like at your lowest when you're throwing up.
Okay, so so there's kind
Yeah.
of an attraction to seeing people at a very low
At
point,
a
or
very
struggling,
vulnerable
or-
point
okay,
on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, so I guess on the same level in terms of vulnerability, it's similar to like metamorphosis, right? Very
Yeah.
vulnerable, just in different ways.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same emotion, I guess, just in a different kind of scenario.
I just love that. Just if you just took that conversation out of context, it's like I do vomiting quite a bit, and you just going, "Why?" That must be so weird out of context, you know.
I'm trying to understand.
This one episode has been like a gold mine of just like
Out of context clips, yeah.
out of context clips.
You know, because I like to think that the podcast is something where even if we disagree, like I said earlier, it's something where we can come to understand and kind of
Right.
talk and share. Even if I completely be like, that is fucked up, I
Yeah.
don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
I still think that you should be able to tell me about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
talk to me and
Exactly.
be like, this is what it is. And I'll be like, oh God. Go ahead, King. Go on.
I just want you to keep going purely just to see Connor's reactions.
This entire podcast has just been golden.
It's just
like every so often you'll say something and Connor's just like,
what?
And every time you say something that I know is fucked, I immediately look at Connor
I
like,
know there's a lot of people who, you know, would kill to be in this chair and talk to you about this. So I don't want to, squander that opportunity. I'd be like, no, I don't want to know anything about it. I want to learn about it so
Yeah,
that
they can
I can
live vicariously
Yeah,
through you.
yeah. And if you don't know anything, maybe you can live through my reaction to this episode.
I'm gonna lie, I am living vicariously through Connor right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, at least I know Connor's gonna have a more fucked up like reaction than me right now.
you know, I'm
I
sitting
love-
on this side of the table, and I'm like, sometimes I feel like I should be over there.
I love hentai, right? Hentai is great. You know, me and Samuel Jackson have a lot in common.
Yeah.
And
Both cultures.
I'm living that clip. I'm going to the grave with that.
Yeah.
You don't like hentai? Well, Samuel Jackson likes hentai. You know, and it almost feels like hentai is so goddamn vanilla from what's going on in the doujinshi world. Like,
It is.
like I'm watching it. I watch a lot of the hentai, and I feel like, what is happening over there? Like, I feel like I'm like we're in like the villa, and you guys are like fighting down on the streets. Like, I'm like, what's going on down there? Like,
One thing I can definitely say after talking to you is that I think I have vanilla taste.
yeah.
I never thought I would say that.
I used to say like vanilla, that's lame as fuck, but now I think I'm vanilla.
your colleagues presumably don't all draw or cover the same stuff as you. Are they ever like, bro, chill? Like,
Oh no.
Daddy, chill.
you're doing what now?
No.
It's always what?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, it's always fun to see what other people are doing. And
Right,
it's
right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing that? Cool. You know, it's like,
Yeah, I can imagine be like, yes, King. You
Yeah.
fucking,
Yes.
you fucking birthed that kid. Yes.
Penetrate that eye. Yes.
I think when they made me read doujins, they picked ones that were kind of normal, I think, actually, after hearing this.
Yeah, they were.
This was probably the one most left field for me.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next doujin episode. We're going to ask you to recommend us some doujins.
Yeah.
And we'll read it and talk about it.
Actually, that would be pretty fun.
That'll be pretty fucking awesome.
I'm going to hate my life.
well, if you're going through my category, then I suggest doing Shindo L's cultural anthropology.
Okay.
Because I had the most fun writing that one.
Okay.
And so that's you just explaining all the genres, I guess, or
It's like me playing around with a lot of genres.
okay,
Okay.
just like short stories, like short.
Oh no, it's one continuous, like it's episodic.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So like a set amount of set characters doing like different things for every chapter.
Okay.
Okay. See, a lot of these stuff are really confusing for me because I'm like, am I supposed to jack off? I don't know when.
Maybe you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be? I genuinely, I don't
No,
know.
I think it's just a matter of like if you think the time is right.
Yeah, is that how you write it? You're like, if you want to just read this and experience it, do it, or are you writing it for like, all right, you can go do it.
I mean, like some things I've been thinking about for a while, and like okay, I kind of let it like percolate,
Yeah,
and then like I put it on paper. But other things, it's on a whim.
yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
I think because like I don't jack off to every doujin I read.
No.
Sometimes I just like reading it because I like reading it.
Yeah.
I just watch porn. Yeah, just watch it.
Yeah.
Storylines.
But that's the weird thing.
Sometimes
But,
it's an obligation.
Yeah.
but that's the weird thing, right? I'm not like that with like porn or hentai. So like, what is it? I don't know. There's something about doujins where it's like it can literally just be like a pick up and read thing sometimes.
Yeah.
I see people on the train just
Right.
swiping through doujins. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just like, this is a strong-willed man.
But I
This is
just
rush
find
hour.
that really fascinating that like doujins can do that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, even though you look at the contents of it and you're like, yeah, I can definitely see someone like jacking off to that. The fact that you can just sometimes be like, yeah, you know what? I want to read it, but I don't really want to jack off to it. I just kind of want to read it.
I want to read the Planet of the Apes one.
Yeah.
Not to jack off. I'm fascinated.
Just curious,
curious,
right?
right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's, do you know why? It's just going to be so simple. I think it's because doujins aren't a hands-free experience. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like if you choose to jack off to a doujin, it is effort because you are holding something.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Whether,
true.
Whether it's like a
You're, like,
phone
juggling a
or,
lot of
like-
things,
You're
yeah.
juggling like hentai. You can put that on the TV.
Or at
on
least
the
now you can put it on the screen. Back in the day, you had to like find a way to put that
Hold the book.
Yeah,
hold the book out.
But like even if you put it on the screen, you got to like turn the page
Yeah.
or whatever. It's not a complete hands-free experience.
Next page.
Yeah.
I've always been curious, like, can you view like porn in the same way, or do you just view it now as completely, just research or something that you can incorporate into your own work?
Oh no, I could still, totally.
Okay.
Yeah. No issue at all.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's when you know it's good, right? It's like, oh, it's good stuff.
You're like, finally, some good fucking food.
Is it more? Do you more prefer to read or watch?
I'd rather read.
Oh,
That's
okay.
interesting. For me,
Yeah.
it's like the complete.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
not want
Like
to
I'm a
read it.
manga person rather than an anime person.
Right.
So it's more about like visualizing it and
Like,
kind of.
like it always
letting it
works
brew.
better in my mind when I'm reading it.
I guess that
Yeah.
it's like I'll do it
It's
myself.
like reading a novel instead of watching a movie.
Yeah, because you can like
Yeah.
fill in the blanks in your
Right.
own way, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like you can make it a lot more like sexy or like more for your taste than perhaps the author intended. You know?
That makes sense.
Whereas with like hentai, it's like you get the full package and you can't really change that. You know?
Yeah.
So I get it.